The votes are in, and it looks like the Silver and Black will be making their way to the Silver State. But Raider fans aren't the only ones that should be excited, because if you're a Rebel fan, there's a lot to look forward to.
UNLV is the ultimate winners. No matter what happened, they're going to win. They're getting a stadium. We have the Fertitta football complex being built. Tony is doing a phenomenal job as a head coach. I mean, he's done more off the field than on it right now. And on the field, they've increased their wins each year. The first 2 years he's been there. The recruiting classes are phenomenal. I'm excited about this class coming in with the complex opening, with the new medical center opening, with the stadium coming. I would expect them to join a Power 5 conference in the next 5 to 6 years.
From the UNLV's perspective, it gives them a world-class facility that, as a UNLV alum, when they were back in the Big West, still using the same facilities. They got the new stadium or the new athletic center when I was there in the late 90s covering the team. So this gives them a facility that they could really put up there on par with the Big 5 conferences, and they could recruit to that. Las Vegas has always been a world-class destination anyways for students and for student athletes. Now this gives them a chance to say, look, we can compete. We have just as good facilities as anywhere else in the country.
This shows where UNLV is headed. They're not that school that's just a party school that, running Rebels, Tark. This is showing UNLV there's a big growth process with you guys here and with the football team continuously to get better. I believe the recruiting class that Coach Menzies is bringing in with the basketball team is going to be huge. It's going to be a phenomenal recruiting class. I happen to know a little bit too much that I can't tell everybody. And then you also have, again, the medical center, the law school, the business school. This just the Fertitta complex. This just shows where UNLV is going, and that's something I think the Raiders looked at. And I tell you what, through this whole process, the Raiders did have great open lines of communication with UNLV. The Raiders did consider UNLV.
I believe the relationship between the Raiders and UNLV is strong because they realized that in going to Las Vegas, that is the partner. Without. And Mark Davis made it clear in the presser when he said that he's got to play nice with Sheldon Adelson, obviously, but he's got to play nice with UNLV too because they're going to be partners in this. And as we talked earlier, this is going to let UNLV take that next step of being a major player in college football.
With the newly approved $1.9 billion stadium, the Fertitta complex, and the success of Tony Sanchez, UNLV recruiting can only go up from here so they can compete with the best of the best. For the Rebel Report, I'm Cassie Soto.